Tragedy, heartbreak, and a bake-off disaster. The story behind Paul Hollywood's journey to television stardom has been far from smooth. If you've watched the early seasons of The Great British Bake Off, you'll probably notice the cast looked quite different back then. That changed after 7 series, when the show switched from BBC to Channel 4 in the UK, leading hosts Mel Giedroyc and Sue Perkins to step down. Mary Berry soon followed suit. In a statement about leaving, Mel and Sue criticized the channel switch, saying they had made no secret of wanting the show to stay on the BBC. The pair also added, "We're not going with the dough. We wish all the future bakers every success." It was that last comment that reportedly stung Paul Hollywood, the sole original cast member to stay on when the show moved to Channel 4. Hollywood allegedly saw it as a dig at him, leaving him feeling cut off from his former colleagues. On top of that, he faced a wave of criticism, since the Channel 4 switch was so widely disliked. In an interview with Radio Times, Hollywood explained, "I became the most hated man in the country. It's not fun for someone that doesn't like being in the limelight." Though The Great British Bake Off catapulted Paul Hollywood to international fame, the spotlight proved to be more than he anticipated. Hollywood has called himself intensely private and admits he was unprepared for the level of attention that came with judging the hit British series.
Oh, heck. The Hollywood stare. At least Ramsay just swears at you.
Hollywood has even confessed that TV stardom was never his goal. While he enjoys the work itself, the criticism and constant public attention are far less appealing. He shared with the Daily Mail, "The other stuff that goes with it is brutal and cut me to my core." Hollywood has admitted that fame has altered him, making him more withdrawn than he used to be, largely in an effort to protect his privacy. This is particularly true regarding his family, as he wants to keep his personal life separate from his public persona. In fact, he's said that if given the chance, he might not take on Bake Off again. In his interview with the Daily Mail, he explained, "The financial benefits are great. It's a job. And to earn money, you have to work hard. But ultimately, what matters is your private life and your anonymity." In 2013, Paul Hollywood's marriage hit a major rough patch, though it only lasted a few months. The celebrity baker and his then-wife, Alexandra, separated amid rumors that Hollywood had been involved with his American baking competition co-star, Marcela Valladolid. The two were reportedly spotted together in Mallorca while Hollywood and Alexandra were apart. As gossip swirled, Hollywood was reportedly heartbroken over the breakdown of his marriage. While devastated by his wife's departure, he also took responsibility for the split and felt the weight of how it affected his family, including their young son. Speaking to Platinum magazine, he said, "I was in a really dark place. I didn't want to carry on at one point." The entire ordeal was equally challenging for Alexandra, who told The Independent, "In the space of 4 weeks, my life changed irrevocably. One minute I was happily married and the next I wasn't. It was a complete shock." Back then, Alexandra insisted that getting back together with Hollywood was out of the question. Fortunately for him, she apparently reconsidered, and the couple reunited after several months apart. Tragedy hit Paul Hollywood's family in 2019 when his brother-in-law, Simon Moores, died in a plane crash in Spain. Thick fog caused the aircraft to collide with a mountainside near Erezil. Moores was 62, and a passenger on board, David Hawkins, also lost his life. Following the accident, a UK inquest determined that a safe landing was highly unlikely in such conditions. It noted that visibility was probably limited when the plane took off, though it's unclear if Moores and Hawkins realized the risk. There were no mechanical issues with the plane or pilot, suggesting the crash was solely due to the poor weather. Most likely, Moores didn't realize how close the mountain was until it was too late. As if the tragic loss of a family member in a plane crash wasn't enough, Paul Hollywood also experienced the end of his 20-year marriage in 2019. He and Alexandra had announced their separation in 2017, just 4 years after their first split. But the divorce wasn't finalized until 2019. In a statement back in 2017, the couple asked for privacy, particularly for the sake of their son, who was 13 at the time. In 2022, Alexandra shared on social media, "My own marriage was too overseasoned with extramarital affairs for my taste, and so I opted out and chose the single menu instead." This was probably a nod to the cheating rumors that surfaced during Hollywood and Alexandra's brief split in 2013. While Hollywood has openly expressed regret and sorrow over his role in their separation, he also shared, "Most of what was being said was a lie, or a twisted truth. The truth was very different to what the tabloids were writing." As for Alexandra, she has spoken about her divorce, saying,
"It's a really difficult thing. It's even more difficult if you're going through it in the public eye."
Although the end of his marriage left him heartbroken, things have started to improve for Hollywood. In 2023, he found happiness again, marrying pub owner Melissa Spalding. Although not much is known about Paul Hollywood's son, Josh, the pair recently made headlines, and not for the best reasons. When Hollywood married his girlfriend Melissa Spaulding in 2023, one notable absence was his son. While many of Hollywood's celebrity friends attended the wedding, Josh was not there, suggesting that their relationship has been strained for some time. In 2019, a spokesperson for Hollywood's ex-wife, Alexandra, revealed that father and son hadn't seen each other since their split in 2017. The statement implied that the lack of contact was Hollywood's decision, noting that Josh had been deeply upset by the separation from his father.